Hello friends, welcome to the session. Myself Soumya T.S., Department of Mathematics, Assistant Professor, Government First Aid College, Tiptur. So in this session we shall see the Bolzano-Weierstrass theorem. The theorem on limit points, Bolzano-Weierstrass theorem. So Bolzano-Weierstrass theorem, the statement as follows. Every infinite and bounded subset of R has a limit point. Every infinite and bounded subset of R has a limit point, or also we can state the theorem in other way. If S is an infinite bounded subset of R, then S complement is a non-empty set. Proof. Let us see the proof for the theorem. Let S be an infinite bounded subset of R. Let S be an infinite bounded subset of R. We consider infinite bounded subset of R because it is bounded. S is bounded, which implies there exist a real numbers, small letter k and capital letter K, which means greatest lower bound and the least upper bound. So there exist a real numbers, small k and capital K, such that small k is less than or equal to small letter S. S is less than or equal to capital letter K, which means the elements of S lies between the lower bound and the upper bound, greatest lower bound and least upper bound. So let a set T be defined as follows. So we shall define a set T as T equal to the set of all elements T such that T is greater than finitely many elements of S. So capital letter T, the set is defined as the set of all T, the elements which are finitely many elements of S. So we have to prove that T is a non-empty set, so that is T is not equal to 5. So for K less than or equal to S, because K is the lower bound, greatest to lower bound, K is less than or equal to S. For all S belongs to S, K is greater than no element of S. Therefore K is greater than no element of S, which implies K belongs to T, which makes T a non-empty set. Now we need to prove T is bounded above. We have to prove T is bounded above. For any epsilon positive, K plus epsilon is greater than K and K is greater than the element S. For all the element S belongs to S. So we take a positive, small positive number epsilon greater than 0. So K plus epsilon is greater than K and K is greater than or equal to the element S of the set S, which implies K plus epsilon does not belongs to the element T, because we are considering the elements which are greater than the elements of S. Therefore K does not belongs to T, which implies for all T belongs to T, T is less than K. For all T belongs to T, T is less than K, which makes T bound, the set T is bounded above. And now T is a non-empty set and which is bounded above the subset of R. Therefore T has least upper bound, say U. Now we need to prove that U is the limit point of S. So let the real number U or the interval U minus epsilon, U plus epsilon be any neighborhood of U. Then U is the least upper bound of T, implies there exists some T belongs to T such that T is greater than U minus epsilon for U for epsilon positive. Now T belongs to T implies T is greater than finitely many elements of S. T is greater than finitely many elements of S, because we have defined the set T as the set of all elements T, which is finitely greater than T is greater than finitely many elements of S. So that implies U minus epsilon is greater than finitely many elements of S, which implies that finitely many elements of S lie to the left of U minus epsilon, which implies infinitely many elements of S lie to the right of U minus epsilon. Also U is the least upper bound of T, which implies U plus epsilon does not belong to the set T. Therefore U plus epsilon is greater than infinitely many elements of S, which implies infinitely many elements of S lie to the left of U plus epsilon. So combining both 1 and 2, u minus epsilon and u plus epsilon has infinitely many elements of S, but u minus epsilon, u plus epsilon is any neighborhood of u. Therefore, every neighborhood of u has infinitely many elements of S. Hence, u is the limit point of S, which is the proof of the theorem. So, in the above image, now you can see that u is a point on the real line and its neighborhood u plus epsilon on the right side, and u minus epsilon can be imagined in the left side. This is the proof of the Bolzano-Weierstrass theorem. So, a short test for you. If A and B are subset of R, then prove that A is a subset of B implies A complement is a subset of B complement. A dash is a subset of B dash. So, descriptive questions. State and prove Bolzano-Weierstrass theorem. If S is an infinite bounded below subset of R and L be the greatest lower bound of S such that L is not equal to S, then L belongs to S dash, that is L is a limit point of S. And another problem, the derived set of an infinite bounded subset of R is bounded. And the references, the real analysis by N.P. Bali, principles of mathematical analysis by Walter Rudin, mathematical analysis by S. C. Malik, and elements of real analysis by S. Narayan and M.D. Rai Singh. Thank you, friends.